Hi there YouTube, this is John McCann and Apple has launched its two new iPhones. We've already done our iPhone 7 review, you can watch that right here if you haven't already. But this video is focusing on the iPhone 7 Plus, Apple's new phablet. So let's find out how good or bad it really is by getting in depth. So we're going to kick off our iPhone 7 Plus review with a quick look at the design, and for anyone who's owned an iPhone 6, 6 Plus, 6S or 6S Plus, things look very, very familiar. That's because Apple has used the same design. The iPhone 7 Plus has the same dimensions as its predecessor, the 6S Plus, which is a little bit of a shame. We were hoping 2 years of the same design, Apple would kick it up a notch here with the 7, but it hasn't. It's stuck with that sort of a very rounded, premium, flat design, and while that's not necessarily a bad thing, it is a little bit of a shame we haven't seen anything new, although there is a much bigger camera bump on the back. That's because you've got two 12 megapixel cameras on the back of this phone. More on those in a bit though. Another big thing about the design is it's now waterproof, IP67 rating. That means it will survive up to half an hour in a meter of fresh water without, completely failing. So that's really handy, a nice feature, but not a massive selling point. The other big design point, and one that's potentially controversial, is on the bottom here. There's no headphone jack. Instead, in the box you get a pair of lightning connected headphones which go in the lightning port. There's also an adapter in there which you plug into the lightning port, which then allows you to plug in your standard 3.5mm headphones if you don't want to use the in-box earbuds. But it is a bit annoying and you can't charge as well as listening to music through the headphones. So that is an interesting factor. Of course, Bluetooth headphones are your other option while allowing you to charge and listen to music. Just grabbing a pair of headphones going, oh, I'll just stick them into my iPhone. And I was like, oh no, I can't. You have to use those ones that you get in the box or have that adapter on you. The more you spend with the phone, the more you get used to it. The 7 Plus has two speakers, one at the bottom and one at the top, giving you room-filling sound. Apple says it's 50% louder than the 6S Plus, and we did find that it was indeed louder. Couldn't give you an exact percentage rating, but it does fill the room. It's quite nice. Obviously, bass is still, lacking as it does on any smartphone really, but it is an improvement. Rotate the phone into landscape and it will adjust the speaker output to give you true right and left from each speaker when you're holding it in landscape mode to give you stereo sound, which is a really nice little add-on. This home button isn't actually a physical button. It is just a touch-sensitive pad. Apple's put its Force Touch technology that you find in the trackpad of the new MacBook into this button. So when you press it down, it uses a haptic engine to give you taptic feedback. So it feels like you are pressing a button. It is quite a clever feature. Showing it to our friends who weren't aware that this wasn't a physical button, they'd press it and go, yeah, what of it, it's a button. We then turn the phone off, got them to press it again, and nothing happens. It's just a piece of glass, which is really quite clever. Does it make using the phone any easier, any quicker? Not really. Taking a look at the screen, and this is the same 5.5-inch Full HD panel that you find in the 6S Plus. However, Apple says it has a wider color gamut. It's cinema standard, which means colors are a bit richer, they're a bit brighter, they're a bit bolder. But put it side by side with a 6S Plus and the difference isn't particularly huge. If you're looking for a really sort of popping screen, then maybe Samsung Super AMOLED will give you that sort of real bright contrast, but it still looks great. It might only be Full HD, which is a bit of a shame considering its Android rivals are all QHD now, 2K displays, but everything still looks crisp and clear. It's easy to read, and in isolation, when you're not sitting it next to the latest Samsung, you're not going to have any qualms with it. So the 7 Plus also runs Apple's latest software, iOS 10, which is also available on older iPhones. So if you're still using your iPhone 6 or 6 Plus, you can get the same look and feel on the screen. But the difference on the 7 Plus is the power behind the scenes. It uses Apple's new A10 Fusion processor, which is their first quad-core offering, plus 3 gig of RAM, which is a whole gig more than you get in the smaller iPhone 7. What does that mean? It means everything is super slick on screen. Apps load really well, they close really quickly, multitasking, it can hold loads of apps in the background without any hint of slowdown, and there is a real performance boost over even the 6S Plus from last year. Okay, it's not going to be light years ahead because the 6S Plus is still a quick phone, but there is an obvious performance increase and Apple has to be applauded for that. Moving on to battery life, and Apple is promising an extra hour of life with the iPhone 7 over its predecessor, the 6S Plus, and we found that it would comfortably last a whole day on a single charge, even with pretty heavy usage. However, it's not going to last you more than really a day and a half if you're a moderate to heavy user, and a nightly charge is still highly recommended. It is a better performance than the iPhone 7. The 7 can be still a little bit sketchy seeing out a whole day. You won't have that problem with the 7 Plus. Another little qualm though is it's a little slow on charging. There's no quick charging available on the iPhone 7 Plus. So if you are running low and you want to top up before you go out, you're not going to get quite as much juice into the tank as you would with some rival Android smartphones which have the quick charge technology. The biggest feature of the iPhone 7 Plus, and that's its dual camera. This is the first time Apple has put two cameras on the back of an iPhone. It's not the first manufacturer to do it. We've seen LG, Huawei, HTC, Honor all do the similar things in the past. And both 12 megapixel, but one is wide angle while the other is telephoto, giving you a zoom, but one that doesn't deteriorate with quality. Swapping between the two cameras on the 7 Plus gives you actually a 2x optical zoom, which means you get close to your subject without the downgrade in quality, which is a really nice feature. They've improved their auto mode, they've improved their auto HD, they've improved low light quality, and this is a much better camera than the 6S and the 6S Plus. And obviously for those of you on the 6 and 6 Plus, this is going to be a big upgrade if you are considering buying it. Colors are improved, but they can still look a little washed out, especially when compared to the Samsungs. Low light quality is much better for an iPhone. It may still not be quite the best available on the market, but it is a step up and you will enjoy using this camera in all scenarios. So there you have it, YouTube, our iPhone 7 Plus review. It's really quick, it's powerful, the screen is improved, although not class leading. The camera is much improved from previous iPhones, so if you are looking to make the switch from an older iPhone to this, you will notice the difference and you will enjoy it. The touch button is nice, the water resistant is really handy, and the removal of the headphone jack, well, the jury's still a bit out on that. As someone who personally uses a lot of Bluetooth headphones, this isn't an issue for me, but there are many of my colleagues who are still dedicated to the wire. Let us know what you think about the phone in the comments below. That waterproof design, is that a winner for you? The new cameras, the lack of a headphone jack, what was going on there? Hey, let us know if you like that, if you hate it, your thoughts, your feelings. What else do you want to see from this phone? We're planning to do a lot more videos with it. And don't forget to like, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you again very soon.